What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you today on YouTube, and today I've got some football focus. My Pittsburgh Steelers came into the NFL Week 6 of the 2019 season playing Sunday Night Football against the San Diego Chargers, and not only has Pittsburgh kind of been having a down season so far, coming into this game at 1-4, but had a ton of injuries and came into this game with a ton of injuries. So everything pointed to Pittsburgh kind of getting slaughtered here, and I actually picked San Diego to win this game because you're coming in number one with Devlin Hodges' first start. Devlin Hodges coming in was our fourth string quarterback in preseason, a guy we cut and brought back through injuries this season. Hodges' first start. On top of the fact that James Washington was coming in, not playing in this game, was going to be out for a few weeks. Jalen Samuels came in and was not going to play in this game. Who else? We had so many others. Steven Nelson, our number 2 cornerback, was not playing in this game, which meant Artie Burns, the guy who we had drafted and then benched and then tried again and then benched again, who is normally our number 5 corner, was coming in to be number 2 in this game. So with our starting corner hurt and with our quarterback, our fourth string quarterback playing in his first start against a pretty solid, underrated San Diego team who is not as bad as their record, on the road as well. I mean, traveling to I'm sorry, I keep saying San Diego. I'm sorry, it's Los Angeles now. I'm never going to get over the San Diego Charger thing. It's the Los Angeles Chargers. But the Steelers traveling to the West Coast to play a pretty solid team with a bunch of injuries, you would have think Pittsburgh would have lost this game, but Pittsburgh won this game. They played up to the competition and won here 24-17. And despite the one-score game, this game was not as close as the scoreboard dictates here. Pittsburgh allowed 2 late touchdowns for Los Angeles, to crawl back into this game and make it seem a lot closer than it actually was. Pittsburgh was ahead of this game 24-0 going into the fourth quarter. It was 3 scoreless quarters for the Steelers defense, who really stole the show. And I got to tell you, this Steeler defense in the offseason and through trades and all that have made themselves pretty special. I mean, Bud Dupree was kind of a question mark coming in, but he's played well this season. Stephon Tuitt has been a show stealer. Cam Hayward was already a star. Watt was already a star. And then you add Mark Barron, who's a veteran cover guy. We needed a cover guy. We add Devin Bush, who's a speedy tackling cover guy. You add Steven Nelson, who's a physical number 2 corner. You bring in Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's an all-star safety, which is one of our biggest holes. And now all of a sudden, this defense looks like it can be a top 7-8 defense in the entire league. This is the top 10 defense who played really well in this game. Like I said, in spite of 17 points, this was a shutout defense through 3 quarters of this game. They're getting pressure on the quarterback. They're creating turnovers. They're making splash plays on defense. And they are really showing out. They have no big holes on this defense now. And this could be a team to watch. Offensively, coming in with a like I said, fourth string quarterback starting, I was nervous about being overly conservative because we have Randy Fichtner has a tendency to call very conservative plays without Ben being in there. So Rudolph was conservative, and then I was afraid Duck Hodges would be, and it was a very conservative offense. But considering Washington, Samuels, Rudolph were all out, this offense was efficient. They ran the short pass effectively. They had good play design. They mixed it up with Snell and Connor. Connor especially was a star in this game, broke a lot of tackles, made guys miss, and extended the play on third down. Pittsburgh converted third downs very well, found a way to make short passes work and convert and stay on the field, have long, big play, time-consuming drives, tearing up and wearing down the San Diego defense. So efficient offense, third down conversions, pressure on defense, creating turnovers, helping out the young quarterback was the key to this 24-17 Steeler victory. Let's go over the stats. Duck Hodges, very conservative game, but a solid, effective one. 15 of 20, 132 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Played pretty well in there. Did not get the chance to throw the ball down the field too much, but when he did, he had a couple solid out routes. Like I said, he extended the play a couple times when guys were in the backfield. He found Connor a lot on creating second and short, third and short. Connor, again, being elusive, breaking tackles, getting the third down conversions. That was the game plan, was short out routes and short passes to the halfbacks. And Connor just getting open in the flat made it happen today in this game. Speaking of James Conner, he only had 16 carries of 41 yards and a rushing touchdown. Numbers don't seem too impressive, but leading receiver by far, 7 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Like I said, finding the open places, sitting down in the middle of the field, getting open in the flat in the sideline, and most importantly, making guys miss. Running hard, breaking tackles was something he had not done for much of this season. But the game plan for the 2 big wins we had this year, the Bengals Monday night game and this Sunday night game, were short passes to the halfbacks, breaking tackles, and extending the drives. And that's what we did today expertly. So I hope this continues. Benny Snell, big shout out to Benny Snell. I've not been his biggest supporter. I didn't like what I saw in the preseason. I liked what I saw tonight. 17 carries, 75 yards as our leading rusher. Again, he was on the field because Jalen Samuel was hurt, but he made the most of his time. Hard running, even on short runs, converted on some second and third down runs, ran hard and broke a few tackles. Connor was the good receiving back in this game. Snell was our leading rushing back. That combination really kept us on the field and wore down San Diego and kept Rivers' offense off the field. Very good stuff on offense. Nothing flashy out of the receivers. Our leading wide receiver today was Deontay Johnson, 2 catches for 14 yards. Yes, 14 yards was our second leading receiver overall and our leading wide receiver. Moncrief caught a pass. 1 catch for 11 yards, Dante Moncrief. Congratulations, Moncrief, for your biggest play as a Steeler so far. Juju Smith-Schuster, only 2 targets. 1 catch, 7 yards. That is Juju's day. Not very impressive. Juju, again, not an elite receiver, not a number 1 receiver out there, but it worked today. We got all we needed from our 2 running backs, and they were the stars here. Van Nett had like a 4-yard catch. Switzer had a negative 2-yard catch. Holton once again was held catchless. We got to get some more weapons at receiver out there for sure, but today it worked, though. The game plan of conservative, halfback-led football worked for us. And Devlin Hodges played well when he was called to. Very nice stuff. Defensively, we got some stars on this team. Devin Bush, man, 4 tackles today, a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and interception. So two more turnovers for Bush and a touchdown in this game. Through 5 games, Devin Bush has something like 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, 5 fumble recoveries, and 4 tackles for a loss. I think that's Bush's stats through 5 games. Opportunistic, splash play, fast, incredible. He is still missing tackles. In the middle of the field when he's covering linebackers and slot receivers, he's still missing a lot of tackles. That is the one hole in his game. But as far as being around the football, hard hits, recovering fumbles, interceptions, running them back for touchdowns. He's showing his speed. He's showing his energy. He is a big plus on this defense. Chickillo and Watt combined for a sack. We only had 1 sack in this game. Chickillo and Watt get 0.5 each. Chickillo was in there a lot today. I didn't see much of Ola or any other backups out there, but Chickillo played decently. Not great, but not bad. TJ Watt, he only had 0.5 sacks in this game, but he was a menace back there. Almost got a strip sack toward the end. He was pressuring constantly. Bud Dupree as well. Dupree's not going to show much on here except for 1 tackle for a loss. But man, Watt and Dupree have been terrorizing defenses off the edge. Dupree does not show up big on the stat sheet, but he's getting back there in the backfield. And the combination of Cam Hayward and Stephon Tuitt, both were great in this game as well. Tuitt went out with an injury, and we don't know his status right now. I hope he's okay. Those 2 guys, along with the 2 outside linebackers, those 4 are getting constant pressure and making a huge bit of difference. Tyson Alualu I want to shout out to because Tuitt went down early in this game. Tyson Alualu, I think he only had 2 or 3 tackles in this game. Doesn't show up big on the stat sheet, but again, constant pressure. Was making short tackles, was making third down plays. I really like what I saw, the physicality on the edge and the quick moves. Alualu has been a solid veteran backup for us for the last 2 years. Played very, very well in this game in relief, and I feel good about him if Tuitt has to miss any extended time. Interception for Cam Sutton, our second pick of the day. Cam Sutton played very well in this game, physical, made a few plays in the end zone, keeping guys out of the end zone. I think he had 2 pass deflections on top of the interception. Played very well. Hayden obviously played well. Mike Hilton, again, also missing a few tackles. Hilton's been good as a pass rusher and backfield guy, but misses a few tackles. Played pretty well in this game. Artie Burns didn't play that bad. Hunter Henry did sit down in our zone, get beyond the linebackers and before the safeties, and make a few nice plays. Hunter Henry had 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. He was the big guy for Los Angeles. I did it again. And also Mike Williams. He did beat Burns a few times as well, and also beat the zone we had a few times for like 75 yards. He was their leading wide receiver. But all in all, stuffing Melvin Gordon, I think they only had 32 yards rushing between Gordon and who the heck is the Austin Eckler? Only I think 32 yards, like 2.5 yards per carry. So very good run stopping on this. Good pressure on Rivers, creating turnovers, and keeping Keenan Allen to 2 catches for 33 yards. So nice job by Hayden and Burns there, playing him physical and keeping corners on him. So this defense is opportunistic. This offense had a smart game plan, and Pittsburgh gets the nice win to go to 2-4. And with Baltimore having a tough schedule, and Pittsburgh getting easier, and Cleveland just losing a lot of games left and right, Pittsburgh might still be in this. Pittsburgh is 2 games behind the Ravens. The Ravens have the Rams, the Texans, the Patriots all coming up. Pittsburgh has teams like the Dolphins coming up. So going into a bye week, hopefully we're getting healthy and getting on a bit of a roll as the Ravens start to stumble and only being 2 games ahead. Pittsburgh has still got a shot if they can play well on offense and get healthy. Tell me in the comments below what you think, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, my friends.